In those days, and even in these days, stand-up is very different. What you're allowed to say, Ed Sullivan, I was pregnant on Ed Sullivan. And I wasn't allowed to say I was pregnant. I was in a tent, and I had to say, soon I'll hear the pitter-patter of little feet. It was very careful. I did a joke that was so easy, and it was scandalous in those days. It's my daughter's birthday today. She's a year old. And a year ago today, I was screaming, get this out of me. And a year ago, 9 months, I was saying the same thing. Well, I mean, it was scandalous. When I was hosting the Carson show, after the whole thing was approved, they would send this guy in, the censor, and I would fight with him over words. Bitch versus slut was a major thing. He was Dottie. He was great. He just didn't know who the hell you were. There were always stories, I was talking about being married jokes. I was on a lot. He was Melissa's godfather. He and Sylvia were Melissa's godparents. They were lovely to me, wonderful to me. And I remember one time I came over, if he liked you, he called you over. And he said to me, are you really married? And you go, yes, you're very polite to him. He was very nice. Carson gave you New York and Chicago. And he gave you the smart ones, the late-nighters. Sullivan gave you America. When Sullivan said, this Jew girl is okay, you were okay all over America. He would ask me to go up to Delmonico's, where he lived, and they were always worried about me because I was always outrageous. What they consider outrageous now, which I am, I was outrageous then for very silly little things, sweet things almost. And I would have to do my whole act for him in his apartment in Delmonico. And he would sit there and listen.
Not laugh?
No, of course I didn't get it. And then you'd go on the show, and then they were very worried. It was live, the show. I have a picture of the Fifth Dimension, Woody Allen, and me. And we were all watching a monitor backstage on the Sullivan Show because it was live, and you were checking, is the person going on time, and is the audience laughing? And it was a live audience, so it was very different.
Were you nervous before a lot of
Terrified. And terrified, which would happen. You did a rehearsal in the afternoon to dead people. They brought in Girl Scouts and old people. And then at night, it was a better audience. So you just stretched. And they would come back and say to my husband, she was 5 minutes in the afternoon, she was 9. And they would call for the tapes and recheck to make it, but it wasn't me, it was the audiences got better. One time, somebody else went short, and as I was walking out, they said to me, because I did the show like 35 times, they said, stretch, add 2 minutes. And I said to them, tell my husband, because he's gonna come backstage and kill me. Tell my husband I'm stretching. Yeah, but it was great. Sunday nights, it was great because it was live.